Hello, all. Welcome to the lecture series on soft skills and interpersonal skills. Today, we will be beginning with the first topic from the fourth unit, that is science of writing, and the topic is expository writing. Okay. Now, of course, we know about various kinds of writing, and expository writing, as the term suggests, it means that it relates to exposition or expounding or explanation. Okay. So the term the term exposition comes from the past participle of the Latin word which is expound. So when we write an exposition, when we do any kind of expository writing, we mainly expound and explain. Okay, and it is different from other kinds of creative writing because in expository writing there is not much room for creativity and imagination, because the only theme and the only idea or the only motive that dominates expository writing happens to be your logic. Okay, so expository writing, whenever you are writing it, it is mainly it has got a cause and effect relationship. It has got a problem solution relationship. It is sequential. That is, all the paragraphs that you are writing in an expository write up, they should be interrelated, interlinked. It's not that one paragraph should be completely unrelated. You cannot do that. So, that is your expository kind of a writing. Okay. Now comes your types of expository writing. Okay. Now, before we get into the types, what do we see? Before we get into the types, there are various kinds of, before we get into the types, uh, let me give you one example. That is, expository writing is something that you do on a daily basis. So, when your professor is sending you any message on the WhatsApp group, trying to, tell you or trying to intimate you about any about any information, about any important information regarding exam fees, or regarding your academics. So that is your expository kind of a writing. So your professor is explaining you what to do. He is basically relaying certain facts to you. Okay, so that is your expository or explanatory writing. Okay, now suppose you wouldn't be home for a long time due to vacation, and your milkman who gives you or who delivers milk to you on a regular basis doesn't know about that. Of course, in this day and age, we have WhatsApp. So what you do is that you either WhatsApp him saying that you wouldn't be here, or you leave a note on the door saying that you wouldn't be here. Okay, and then the milkman would know. So this is your kind of expository writing. Okay, where you are relaying certain information, but you are doing it in a very factual way. And expository writing is based on hard facts and evidences. Okay, there is no room for fiction, there is no room for imagination, there is no room for fantasy. Okay, now let us come to the types of expository writing. So the types of expository writing include descriptive or definition. Okay, that is uh, if you are describing something, okay, you are giving an explanation of the topic with evidence, examples, and background history. That is your descriptive or definition or definitive kind of writing. Then comes sequential, where everything, I mean, the paragraphs should be in a sequential order, it should be in a logical order. Then comes comparative, where the writer explains the differences and the similarities between two topics or ideas. Then comes cause and effect. Okay. Then comes problem solution. Then comes classification. Okay. So these are the types of expository writing that you have. Okay. Now, expository writing basically, requires a student to investigate the idea, evaluate evidence, expound on the topic, set forth an argument concerning that idea in a clear and concise manner. So, what you have to do as a student, you basically have to investigate on the topic. Okay, investigate means researching, not means being a detective there. So, you have to investigate on the topic. You have to you have to research on the topic. You have to find out the required details. You have to explain, you have to expand, and then you also have to Set forth an argument as to why you think this is justified and that is not, or why you think, set forth an argument as to justifying your point. Okay, so that is your expository writing. Okay, uh now what does a structure of an expository essay consist of? Okay, so the first point that you should remember is that it is a clear, concise, and defined thesis statement. That should be the first section. Then comes a clear and logical transitions between the introduction, body, and conclusion. So, as I told you, each of these write ups should be, or each of the paragraphs should be logically interlinked with one another. Okay, then the body paragraphs should include evidential support, that the body paragraphs that you are writing, they should have an evidential support. Okay, they should have support from the evidences, they should not be based on any fictionalized account. Okay, then the evidential support has to be factual, logical, statistical, or anecdotal, but they have to have, they need to be realistic events, they need to be events which have occurred in reality. Okay, then comes a bit of creativity. So, of course, I told you that there is not much room for creativity for expository kind of a writing. But then again, that is not entirely true, because if you use the right sort of vocabulary, then you can, of course, show some kind of creativity in your expository writing, which, of course, cannot be imaginative, cannot be, fantastical. But that definitely can be creative with the help of the words that you are using. Okay, if you're using the right and apt words, if you're using the exact and precise words, then that would help you, bring out or bring about a proper expository writing. Okay, so this is about your expository writing. I'll meet you all again in the next lecture, that is with descriptive writing. Thank you everybody for listening.